Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect out there that's laboring on and that believe in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakar Kodash. To USA Shalom. This is the brother Amawan from the GMS Charlotte camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakar Kodash. And this lesson, I'm going to entitle, Eve is about to be bit by the serpent, all right? And this lesson was inspired by this video that I came across, I believe it's from TikTok or Facebook. I seen it on Facebook, but it's from TikTok. But pretty much, I guess this is some new challenge you got with these so-called black women, you know, who are dating Edomites, okay? And it's pretty much showing you that these Edomites, you know, look at you as a pet, man. All right? These Edomites don't respect you women like you think they do. All right? Because the main reason, you know, you get with these Edomites because you see them, you know, having a source of power. All right? And this video proves the superiority that they see themselves having over you so-called black women. All right? Now, I'm going to play this video, and then I'm going to go into the scriptures. So look at this bullshit.
Massa. Sound fake. Who you with? Big mouth 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 massa. Sound fake. Who you with? Who you with?
Play it one more time. So you see the dumb shit that these women is on now, man.
Massa. Sound fake. Who you with? Big mouth 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 massa. Sound fake. Who you with? Who you with?
And see, they think this shit is funny, you know. They think, you know, this is just some new challenge that's gonna come and go, but this shows you on how Esau really looks at, you know, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, especially you women, because you don't understand, you know, going back into the ancient times, the ancient way of thinking, when a nation was conquered, all right, the spoils of war, you know, one of the spoils of war was women. That's what you get the term booty from, man, all right? When you will go and take over a nation, all right, you would take their women, you know, as a sort of prize, you know, to commemorate that victory that you had over that nation, man. And these Edomites pretty much, you know, show off that trait, you know, in this captivity. Because you ever notice, you'll have, you know, these so-called white people, they get with the baddest of our women, all right, and that shows you that they know they have that power, you know, to be able to flex with our women, all right. But then when you look at the other side of the spectrum and you see Jake, you know, get with these Edomite women, they get with the worst of the worst, man. You know, the fat trailer park trash looking, you know, pretty much, you know, cave women, all right. And this is all a form of slavery, you know, in the minds of our people, because that shows you that we're still in captivity, and these Edomites use every single way to show that, man. So this new challenge that they're using, all right, as a means to be funny, is actually conveying how they truly feel about you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, man, all right? Because you women, you know, are pretty much a trophy that they show off in our face to show you that we're conquered, man. So let's go into the scriptures, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 14. It says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?" All right. Why are we slaves under the so-called white man? And we still have that mentality within our people because we sinned against Yahweh Shem Shah. We broke the Heavenly Father's commandments that we had, promised to keep when you go back into the covenant. All right, and because we disobeyed that covenant, all right, we broke the commandments. The Most High, gave us into our enemies, and to this day, our people suffer from a disease called post-traumatic slave syndrome. All right, you got cognitive dissonance, and it's another one, Stockholm syndrome, man. All right, and these all are shown every day when you look at the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man and woman. All right, and this challenge is just another example to show you on how destroyed our people are because these women don't even know of how much they're disgracing the nation by doing a challenge like that, man. All right, but it's all good at the end of the day because these same women, all right, are going to be trying to come back to the so-called black man, all right, in the day of trouble because what is going to be shown is that these Edomites are going to turn on you, and these same ones that you think and love you, they're going to be the same ones putting you to death because of that hatred that's going to be manifested in them that they're hiding right now, man. All right, because best believe these Edomites don't look at you as nothing but a sperm dumpster, man. All right, and I'm pretty sure when you go into these relationships with them showing you of how they're acting, let me go. I'm gonna play it one more time. It shows you how they're acting. All right, they don't care about you damn so-called black women, and these devils are about to show you that, man. But you see, Eve wants to be accepted so bad that she will degrade herself to this level just to be shown, some attention, some affection, and pretty much, try to get a bit of that power, man. Because you know damn well, she would never let a so-called black man do this to her, man, and so-called degrade her to this level just for some damn attention, man. But see, that shows you how destroyed our people are, man. Okay? This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. It says, "Why trimmest thou way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked one thy ways." Right. Why are you trimming your ways to seek love? Why are you degrading yourself that much just to be accepted by the enemy, man? All right? You women don't understand that this devil hates you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, man. He hates the Israelites, man. All right? And this is all it's going to take is this society, to collapse and, total anarchy break out and for these Edomites to truly show you how they feel about you, man. All right? A good example that you have during Hurricane Katrina, okay, when, all hell broke loose down there during, the whole fiasco when the levee broke. And you had those Edomites that were self-deputizing themselves and going and hunting you jakes, man. Okay? All right, soon as lawlessness, takes place and there's no longer the authorities to reprimand these people, hey, they're gonna show you how they truly feel about you, man. All right? And these devils hate you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, but you women are so dense that you can't see that they're pretty much using you as pretty much a trophy to shit on the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American man because they know that you hate the so-called Black, Latino, Native American men. Okay, so they show that dominance over the women as a means to let you know that hey, you're still in slavery, man. Okay, but this serpent is about to turn on you, man. All right, because at the end of the day, man, like I said, you women, you envy the power that the so-called white man has. This is why you seek so-called white men to marry, to build a family with, because you want that power, and you can't get that, being with the so-called black man. All right. This is Proverbs 23:17. It says, "Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long." Right. It says, let not thy heart envy sinners. So you're not supposed to look at the so-called white man, and see the success that he's able to have in his country and his kingdom, and pretty much want that in the means of you disregarding your own kind to go, shack up with them, man. All right, because at the end of the day, man, these devils don't respect you, man, and that's the main point of why I wanted to, bring this lesson out, because that video pissed me off when I first seen that, man. Because you women are so damn stupid, thinking that this devil, he, if a man really loved you, he wouldn't be, showing you off to be, look at my slave, look what I can do to my slave, man. All right, your husbands wouldn't do that, man. Okay, but because you don't understand the tactics of war, all right, you don't see why this devil was okay with you doing that, because a man in the right mind would never, put his woman out there to be seen like that, man. All right, and that's just real. But at the end of the day, Proverbs 23:17, let not thy heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long. All right, and for you women to fear the Lord, that means you would stick by your man through thick and thin, man. All right, even though that man may not be able to get up in the society, like the so-called white man or even the so-called black woman. All right, you as being a real wife, all right, a real helpmeet unto that man, all right, you would stick by that man and help him build up himself, so he could be on some type of level to help support you and the family, man. But see, these women, they're not team players, man. All right, the woman made a covenant with the devil, going back to the garden, and with them, pretty much making that deal with the devil, man. They pretty much conspired to pretty much get power and put the Israelite man down, man. All right, let's go into that a little bit, man. Okay. All right. I'm gonna read through this. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3. I'm gonna start at 1. I'm gonna read down. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord Yahweh had made, and he said unto the woman, yea, have the Most High said, ye shall not eat of every fruit of the tree? And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High hath said, yea, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, but the Most High doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. All right. So clearing out all the misconception, first and foremost, okay, this serpent is not talking about an actual snake. Okay, this was a man that walked the earth. This was Esau back, when he had melanin, back, before he was actually Esau in the flesh. All right, he was, the serpent. Okay, he was Cain. He was the Edom. This is, this is him, in his first incarnation, man. The wicked. Okay, and the thing that he's telling Eve to eat is not talking about no actual fruit, not no apple, like the world likes to tell you. These are philosophies, the knowledge of wickedness, man. Okay, telling them not to, take part in the tree of good and evil, man. Okay, because if you pretty much take heed to these philosophies that Esau, the serpent was telling Eve, then they would know, the knowledge of good and evil, and they will be as gods. They will be as the Most High and the Yahweh and the angels, man. Okay, so verse 6, it says, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and she did eat. Now, that philosophy that ultimately, Eve took hold on to was a means for her to get power. Okay, and you see that relevant now, man. All right, this feminism. All right, these the liberation, under the subjection of the man. Okay, because you look at these women, man, they're in all sorts of different witchcraft, man. Okay, which ultimately, puts them up in this society, man. Okay, they're able to pretty much get over on the man because Esau has taught them, the wickedness. And see, she gave that to Adam, man. All right, and you see, the whole point of that is the serpent went to Eve first because he knew that Eve was the weaker vessel and she was, easier to get to than the man. All right, so she caused Adam to eat that. And in verse 7, it says, "And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons." All right, and the main point being, all right, that when they found out, of the knowledge of good and evil, all right, they became naked. All right, which means they sinned, man. All right, so let me jump down to verse 16. All right, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go to 16. All right. Matter of fact, no, I'm starting at 13. Salakia. Jumping down Genesis 3 and 13. "And the Lord Yahweh said unto the man, What is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And the Lord Yahweh said unto the serpent, Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly thou shalt go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman." Okay? And the woman is talking about the nation of Israel, man. All right? That's symbolic. That's that hatred. That's where that hatred stems from, man. All right? That enmity between, the wicked seed line and the righteous seed line. "And between thy seed and her seed," see? It says, "It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel." It says, "Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception, and in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee." All right? And see, when Eve committed that sin, this is the reason why she has birth pains, man. All right? But let's get this in the NLT, okay? This is Genesis 3:16 in NLT. It says, "Then he said to the woman, I will sharpen the pain of your pregnancy, and in pain you will give birth, and you will desire to control your husband, but he will rule over you," right? Because the philosophies that Esau has given the woman, all right, they have power over the man now, man. This is why the Most High prophesied that, it says that the woman shall compass a man. And this is all set up, for Esau to be able to do these things, all right, as a means to pretty much destroy the Israelite family structure, man. We go into that all the time. But at the end of the day, the woman doesn't realize that she's been bamboozled, man. If you watch my videos, you hear me always quote, that Jill Scott song, Fool's Gold, man. Because in that song, she's pretty much singing about how the woman, they've been tricked, man. All right. All these, the feminism, the Women's Liberation Act, all these different things that, that they've been given, the government assistance, child support, alimony, and these different things, they've all been to help the woman destroy the man. And the woman doesn't even know that, man. All right? Thinking that this so-called white man, he's her savior. He's able to pretty much provide for her, so she doesn't need the man anymore. She doesn't need the Israelite man anymore because she has her daddy Esau, man. All right? This is why we always say, man, hey, Esau and Eve are a match made in hell, man, because together, all right, they have helped to destroy the so-called the Israelite man, all right? Mainly the so-called black man, but all the tribes, all the Israelite men of the 12 tribes have been destroyed by their women, because this society ultimately is set up to put the woman above the man. And when the woman has been given more power than the man, she doesn't respect the man because she doesn't need him, all right? But she doesn't realize that that's actually a detriment to her, because she thinks she wants that power, but she really doesn't, man. This is why at the end of the day, she goes, and a lot of these women, a lot of these black women, they go seek Edomites, because the Edomites can pretty much help make her live in a situation what she want better than the so-called black Latino Native American man can. All right, so this is Job 39:17. It says, because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither has she. It's like neither have he imparted to her understanding. Right. So the Israelite woman was not given wisdom, man. So she can't see that she's helping destroy her own nation. This is why this devil he pushes you to get a job. He pushes you to put your career first. He pushes you to abort your children, to take the man out the house, put the man on child support, to dissolve your marriage. He rewards you for this wickedness that you do, and you don't know that you're unknowingly destroying, or some of them, they know, they just don't care, but they're destroying their own nation. All right? That's because the Most High deprived her of wisdom, and she don't have any understanding. But see, the beautiful part about it is, man, all you wicked women that are pretty much siding with the devil, man, all right, you're about to be put in a trick bag, because he's about to turn on you, man. All right, and you're starting to see that now. A good example of that was the whole the housing moratorium, man. All right, and they said the main group of people that are affected by that housing moratorium is the so-called black women. All right, a lot of these women, all right, during the lockdown, all right, they stopped working, or they couldn't find a job, so they apartments, their housing, they let them go months without paying their rent, all right, without paying their mortgage. All right, a lot of these bills, they were allowed to pretty much go without paying. But now, since things are pretty much going back to normal, quote unquote, now Esau was like, look, you got to pay now. And these women don't have the money to pay for it. So what's happening? They're being outed. All right. And they don't care about your sob story. They don't care that you have a house full of kids, that you're still unemployed. They want their money. And if you can't provide for it, hey, you are homeless now, man. All right. And that's only the beginning, because you thought that the serpent was always going to be by your side, not knowing that he was only using you as a tool, as a weapon to destroy the man. But now he's at a point now to where he doesn't need you women anymore, man, because he's ready to get rid of the nation of Israel as a whole, man. All right. This is Lamentations 4:17. It says, as for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. All right. You trust in Esau, Edom is vain help. Okay. Why? It says, in our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Right. Because this devil never, at any time in history, all right, has ever thought about helping the nation of Israel. Okay. This is why the scriptures tell you in Sirach 12:10 to never trust thine enemy. All right. Because this devil, he's always had war in his heart, man. He swore unto himself in Genesis 25, all right, it's like in Genesis 27, that he was going to kill Jacob, okay? And I just read to you in Genesis 3, all right, that the Most High put enmity between the serpent and the woman, man. So that hatred has always been there. And this devil is about to show you 2/3, man. And the 2/3 mainly comprised of you Israelite women, man. All right. But it says, in our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. So you thinking that this devil was going to save you, you're falsely mistaken, because at the end of the day, he can't save himself, because the scriptures condemn him. So with him knowing that his end is total destruction, all right, after his 1,000 years of slavery, he wants to get rid of the nation of Israel as a whole. So that means what? His pit bull, Eve, Keisha, the N-dub, the many names that, the nigger woman has obtained throughout the many years in this truth, all right, you're about to be clipped, man. All right, you're about to be put down, because you're no longer needed, all right? So if you, had some sense about you, you would see that everything that this devil has put for you, all right, as a means to get you up in the society, he's about to take away, man. All right, this great reset is going to affect you as well, man. Don't think just because you have a Edomite husband, all right, he may put seed in you. Now you have his children. Don't think that this man truly cares about you, because when when all hell breaks loose, man, all right, the nations are going to go back to their people. So you dumbass women thinking that these Edomites are going to take care of you. When that happens, man, you're going to be the first ones being put to death, man. All right? You're going to be tortured. All right? You're going to be, raped. You're going to be killed, man. All because you put your trust in the enemy. Not knowing that, hey, this devil is coming with great wrath, man. And he's mainly coming for the tribe. This is why we know, according to Jeremiah 30:7, this is the time of Jacob's trouble. Because the Israelites, who are the seed of Jacob, okay, this is heavy persecution coming down on you because this devil wants to take us out, man. Okay? This is Ezekiel 21:9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. All right, and that sword Esau is about to come down with is that New World Order, man. Martial law. The FEMA troops, these foreign troops, the Gurgle troops and all them, the biochemical warfare, all these different things, man. The jab, hey, that was a good example of that, man. All right, but it is variations of the sword this devil's about to use to get rid of you so-called Negro Latino Native Americans, man. So that sword is being sharpened and he's ready to use it. It says it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, right? This man is about to bite you in the ass, man. All right, and you don't even know. You here it is. You thinking, hot girl summer. All right, Esau has pretty much giving you these college degrees. These office jobs. All right, you got equal opportunity to make it in America, man. Watching these different red pill shows such as Fresh and Fit, and such, and you see it. These women don't have a care in the world because they precious system that they're enjoying that Esau has made up, has provided them to live a carefree life. But look, this man is about to turn the tables on you, man. All right, and we've been telling you this from jump. All right, but you didn't want to believe it. So when it happens, man, you're gonna get hit with a big "I told you so" because this all makes me think of this little fable called "The Girl and the Snake." All right, and it reads: a young girl walking along a mountain path to her grandmother's house heard a rustle at her feet. Looking down, she saw a snake, but before she could react, the snake spoke to her. "I am about to die," he said. "It is too cold for me up here and I'm freezing. There is no food in these mountains and I am starving. Please put me under your coat and take me with you." "No," the girl replied, "I know your kind. You are a rattlesnake, and if I pick you up, I will bite you. It's like you will bite me and your bite is poisonous." No, the snake said, "If you help me, you will be my best friend. I will treat you differently." The young girl sat down upon a rock for a moment to rest and think things over. She looked at the beautiful markings on the snake, and she had to admit he was the most beautiful snake she had ever seen. Suddenly she said, "I believe you. I will save you. All living things deserve to be treated with kindness." Then she reached over, put the snake gently under her coat, and continued towards her grandmother's house. Within a moment, she felt a sharp pain in her side. The snake had bitten her. "How could you do this to me?" she said. "You promised that you would not bite me, and I trusted you. You knew what I was when you picked me up." He hissed as he slithered away. So, at the pretty much the gist of this little fable, all right, which it changes here and there over the different points when you can read it, but pretty much it all means the same. Because hey, look, man, the woman saw a snake. All right, she knew that the snake, you can't trust snakes, man. All right, they're what it tell you in Genesis 3? It said that it's the most subtle beast of the field, man. Subtle go back into sneaky, man. All right, you can't trust them. All right, and that's the so-called white man. All right, this is why he's referred to as the serpent all throughout the scriptures, man. But anyways, as it said, man, she refused to help him at first because she said, I know you're kind. You know, I know you're a snake, and you're gonna bite me. And then the snake, you know, being the liar that he is, okay, told her I'm not gonna bite you. And then the moment she helped him, what happened? He bit her, and when she questioned him why after she helped him, he like, look, bitch, I told you I was a snake. You know, you knew what it was. You know, and that's what we're telling. That's what we're telling the woman now, man. All right, because you about to get bit. All right, and we've been warning you over and over and over again to come out from under the supervision of this devil and come back into your man, which is your true protector, man. Okay, but because you looking at it and in the lens of Babylon, all right, the man can't provide like Esau can. All right, he can't provide to you like the government can. You don't care. All right. So with that being said, when that snake finally bites your ass, man, all right, that's gonna be curtains for you because we warned you. All right. Let's get this real quick. Isaiah 30:1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with they covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." Right. It says, "Woe unto the rebellious children," all right, "that take counsel, but not of the Lord," man. So you looking for a covering anywhere and everywhere outside of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And for you women, that covering starts with your man, having a man of the Lord, man. All right. It says, "But not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin," because you going outside of your man for the sole purpose of you not having somebody subjected over you, man. All right, because these women, they don't respect the authority of the Israelite man. So this is why, hey, when a man tries to put their foot down, all right, they'll pretty much undermine them, or if they feel froggy enough, you know, they'll run to Esau and make sure that power is stripped from them, man. Okay, because in this society, man, you're rewarded for pretty much coming out from under your man. All right. Verse 2, "That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked of my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt." Right. Because this place ultimately, it gives, you know, 2/3 anything their hearts desire, as long as they continue to feed into the spirit of Babylon, man. All right. "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion." So when this place fully breaks down, all right, your trust in Esau and his system is going to be to your detriment, all right, because he's going to, you know, pretty much bite you by means of putting that charagma in you, because that's the end goal, all right. Everything that you're seeing going on is leading up to that ultimate snake bite, is when he put that charagma inside of you, man. All right, and you people are gonna fall right into that trap, man. All right, not taking heed to the warning. But see, you women, you're going to get it the worst, man, because see, you thinking, you know, through Christianity that you can get to the Most High, you know, directly, not knowing that, hey, look, it's an order of things, man. We always go into that 1 Corinthians 11:3, man. All right, the order of the household, man. Yahweh Shah, it's like a Yahweh Shah, the Israelite man, the Israelite woman, man. All right, and then the children. But you can't just skip over the man and Yahweh Shah and go straight to the woman. All right, I mean, it's like you go straight to the Most High, or even go to Yahweh Shah. You got to have a man first, man. And see, the beautiful part about, you know, this judgment that's about to happen, man, with Jacob's trouble, is going to put things back in order, man. All right, and see what you women fail to realize is that, man, it's going to be a shortage of men out here real soon, man. Because when this devil begins to, you know, start shutting shit down, all right, hey, a lot of these men are going to be put to death, whether they're, you know, sent off to war or just, you know, killed off, man. So then when you don't have Esau to protect you no more, and then you don't have, you know, a man to pretty much, you know, pretty much follow after, then what you going to do, man? You're going to be left out in the open. No protection, man. You know, you're going to be an open target. All right? And that's what the Most High is going to do to all you proud women that don't want to get in order, man. Okay? This is 2nd Ezra 16:33. It says, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no help, which means what? It's going to be a shortage of men. Okay? It says, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and the husbands shall perish of famine. So there's going to be a lot of men dying out here, man. And these women are going to be searching for these men. So these Edomite men especially, they ain't going to be of no help to you in that day, man. Because they're going to be trying to, survive on their own. And what's going to happen? You Eves that's with them, they're going to kill you. They might eat you, all right? They're going to rape you, all right? It doesn't matter if you have children with them or not, man. You're not of their nation, all right? So they're not going to show you that same, kindness and appreciation, as they would their own women in that day, man, because you're not of their nation. This is why you need to come back to the Israelite man, all right? Getting the order under the Israelite man, and not just any man, a man of the Lord, man. But at the end of the day, the Most High is going to put all things back in order, because the beautiful thing about it, once again, I'm going to keep saying that, man, is that Jacob's trouble, we know it's going to be a terrible time, but it's going to put everything back in the perspective that the Most High had created. Because, see, the reason why you women are proud like you are, man, because things have been made extremely comfortable for you. This society was ultimately made to cater to the woman. So when this shit breaks down and things go back to that primitive way of living, all right, you're going to need that protection, because you women don't know how to do shit on your own, all right? And these devils, like I said, man, they fooled you into thinking that they have your interest, that best interest at heart, man, all right? So I'm going to get a few more scriptures just showing you the flip side of that humbleness that's going to come upon these women, that's going to try to crawl back unto the man, the Israelite man, all right? This is Romans 8:19. It says, for the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. So all creation, all right, all creation on the earth is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God. Who is the sons of God, man? All right, specifically all Israel, but talking right now of the elect, all right, because the elect are going to be the ones that's going to put everything back on order, man. All right. So the Most High is going to raise up the elect first. All right. And they're going to be the ones that's going to bring order back into the planet Earth, man. All right. But see, as of right now, while we're still, in this low state, the world doesn't respect us. And our women, especially, don't respect us, man. All right. They don't believe, the things that we're saying, man. And even the women in this truth, man. All right. Brothers that got wives, all right? Brothers that got wives that believe. End of the day, they hear the scriptures, but a lot of them, they don't truly believe that, man, because we have no power right now, man. All right? But that's gonna change soon come once the Lord endows that power upon his elect, man. All right? This is the book of 1 John 3:2. Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. Right, because we know, according to the scriptures, that the Most High is going to give us spiritual power. We're going to gain these new bodies, Lord willing, we'll be of the elect, and we're going to have that same power that he has, man. All right? And you see, as of right now, that's just talk, That's just talk that, people will hear and just shrug it off like, all right, whatever, man, But it's going to come a time in the near future, in the very near future, when the Most High is going to do that, man. And we wholeheartedly believe that the Most High is going to give us that power, man. And in that day, let's get it. Psalms 110:3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Thy people shall be willing in the day of that power, man. All right, so when the Israelite man, the elect, gets that power, oh man, it's gonna be beautiful, man. All right. It says, in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth. Right, because we're gonna get that strength back. We're gonna get that power, and best believe, especially these women, when they see us with that power, oh, all that, all that, testosterone, all that what's the word I want to use, man? All that pretty much all that rebelliousness that's inside them, man. That shit's gonna flee instantly, man. You know, and the Bishop of Tazawam from Atlanta, said that it's funny, this funny saying, but when he was saying, and your woman she gonna walk into the living room and see you floating, with your socks on, and instantly just bow down, man, because she thinks we're gonna destroy her, man. And if the Most High put the Spirit on us, we would. All right, because a lot of you women, especially that are with their man. All right, you don't treat your man like you should, man. All right, you don't respect the Israelite man. So, hey, some of them, if you don't get right, the Most High might put the Spirit on your husband to push you to death, man, because you are a wicked woman, man. All right, but at the end of the day, man, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, man. All right. And these 2/3, they're gonna recognize the sons of the Most High, the elect. All right, but the sons of the Most High ultimately go into all Israel. But right now, the elect, man. Okay. And in that day, all right, man, all that bravado of you not wanting to share your man, all that bravado of you talking back, you wanting to buck up against the man. You even got women that try to fight their man. All right. All that shit's gonna go out the window because you're gonna be looking to survive, and like I said, all that ain't gonna mean nothing that day because it's all about survival. Survival instincts are gonna kick back in, man. All right, Isaiah 4:1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, "We shall eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." Right, because in the natural order, things are going to fall back in line. All right. So you women that refuse to share a man, you're going to be, all for polygyny in that day, man. All right. Polygyny, the sharing, of one man, having multiple wives, man. All right. None of that other bullshit. I forgot the other word they use for where a woman can have multiple men. No, that's off, man. All right. Polygyny, okay, is the proper term. That the custom that was practiced for men, period, but especially the Israelite man, all right? Because the whole point of having multiple women is for the sole purpose of nation building, man. So your seed can be spread along across the earth so that your nation can be strong, man, all right? You see, this whole bravado of, women wanting to be monogamous, that's a form of population control, but that's going to leave. Because in that day, like I said, when all hell breaks loose, man, these women ain't going to have no issue sharing a man because, as I said, we will eat our own bread, all right, and wear our own apparel. All right, they're going to, make their own food. They're going to make their own clothes. But it says, but only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, because they know that the woman needs a man to cover them. So when the Most High starts bringing this judgment, the only way you're going to be covered from that judgment is by a man. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that and I'm going to end it. All right? Okay, so it ain't too much longer of this bullshit that we're going to have to deal with this, whole, rebellious women. All right? Isaiah 32:2, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. All right, which means what? All right, you need a man to protect you from the judgment the Lord is about to bring, man. All right, so like I said, man, hey Eve, you're about to be bit by that serpent, so it best behoove you to wise up, snap out of that bullshit, and come back home, man. All right? So with that, I pray the lesson was edifying. I'm going to close it out by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem, Yahweh Shai B'Shem HaKadosh. Double honors to my apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught me the truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation unto the elect. Until next time I say shalom.